Is it possible to defend Cannon Immortal Rush if you expo first? I can't seem to do it. I'm gonna break it down for you right now, dude, because I'm in a generous mood. Let's browse it. I've got a fresh game from today against a Happy Protoss buddy. Check it out. Check it out, dude. Cannon Rush, can you defend against it if you go hatch first? Yes, it is, but it's gonna be different than you think. The opponent's Protoss player going for a big cheese, hatch first like a boss. I don't give a fuck. Cannon Rushes exist. Do I look like I care? Hatch first. Oh geez Louise. Drones patrolling, trying to kill stuff. But they got it. They got it set up. It's a good play. We just try to kill the probes, and we did. We killed both of the probes. Well, this probe had to run away. In this case, you sacrifice the natural. It's done. They invested 100, 200, 300, plus another 300. 600 minerals here, in addition to the 2 probes. This is a massive investment in cheese. What did they have at home for tech? They have a gateway. There's no base, and there's no gas. That's the thing with cheese. That's why it's called cheese. It's because you have to sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff to be able to do an obnoxious attack. Look at this shit right here. You see this? We're ahead. Even though it's 1 base versus 1 base, we're ahead. Why? Because we killed 1 probe, and this probe we're gonna kill as well. And I've been making some drones for the main base. I'm fine losing this expansion. I don't even give a fuck. Look at that. Drones are trying to kill the probe, but they don't want to be baited into the cannons. But they do get baited into the cannons because the Protoss player is very smart. And look at this, the Cannon Rush continues. Am I concerned? No, this is fine. Protoss players do this all the time. SimCity outside of your natural, so it's further away. Oh, that's even worse than this. That's not even as much of a concern. Look at how close this is to our main base. If it's further away, then this example is going to be even better, because that version of the build is worse. So the Zealots attack and stuff, we're defending as much as we can with the Lings, and we kill the Zealot, and the Queen is out. Notice that I didn't make a Queen from this base, but I made an Overlord, so I get some value from the hatchery still. The cannons are killing this gas. That's fine. That's part of this map. The Protoss is a very smart player for going for a cannon rush on this map because you can do this. Full credit to them. Look at this setup here. 22 drones harvesting resources here, ish. And then we have this happy buddy that we made from the natural expansion from a larva. And these 2 eggs, they're gonna go do some heckin' mining over here. This is what I call take my business elsewhere. Whenever the Protoss sets up a big clusterfuck right outside my base, what do? I take my business elsewhere. Check it out. We're setting up this spine, and we take a base. And we hotkey this base on a different control group than the first base. Why? Because I don't want stuff being transferred through the cannon rush. I've got 2 independent restaurants right now. This is my main restaurant. But let's be honest, there are a bunch of thieves and there's a bunch of vandalism and stuff happening in this neighborhood. So, you know what? We're gonna take our business elsewhere. And how do we do that? We invest in a lair. We get the lair, and then what do? Snip, snap, quick as a flash, no link speed, no roach speed, Nidus network first. But why, though? Are you gonna go attack the Protoss? No, I'm not gonna attack the Protoss. They're 1 base, and they're making defense in their base. I'm taking my business here. So this is like a subway station. It's underground. I'm just trying to hang on to this as long as I can. But I'm not intending to stay here. The Nidus is done. We've got a Nidus here. We Nidus our own base. And then look at this. 32 drones to 25 probes. We're still ahead. And they're doing the immortal shit that you were talking about. Double immortal. It's obnoxious, but you know what? I took my business elsewhere. And I rallied this Nidus just to the mineral line so the drones start mining right away. And now I'm ahead and it's a macro game. I mean, yeah, it's uncomfortable and it's wonky by your camera locations and stuff, but you can rebuild. And I'm gonna take other bases. This is the closest base to me, so this is my new second base. My restaurant is in shambles. All that's left is some painting on one of the walls. But still, we persevered, and we invested in our amazing recipes of Ravager Ling at a new location that's a lot safer. And we're even going to get a third base here. And then what do we make after this? We make a Spire. Why do you make a Spire? Because Double Robo fucking sucks against Spire. Have you ever seen a Colossus beat a Muta? No, you have not, because they can't shoot up. I'm just doing an attack here so my opponent doesn't get bored, but it's not important. I'm macroing now. 43 workers to 40, we're staying ahead. And then the flip-flaps, they're flipping and flapping. Now we have Mutas in the mix. And the Mutas just killed all the expensive units. And now we look at the active forces tab, and our opponent is basically dead. That's how you do it. You take your business elsewhere. If they invest a bajillion minerals to kill a hatch that's worth 300, maybe 350 if you add in the drone, simply take your business elsewhere. Get some of the larvae from the natural. Just rally a drone to some random location on the map that's a base. Take your base, get your lair right away, and then just Nidus into that other location and take bases in your head. The Spire. What if they spot the extra hatch before you get it running? You've tried the hidden bases and they get spotted and then cannoned. That's part of where your Ling defense comes into play, but it does cost them a lot of attention to attack that base. They can't attack that base and defend themselves at the same time. They have to make a very important choice there. You're gonna have to take a sip of water after that one. Hell yeah. But that's basically the take my business elsewhere strategy for Cannon Rush. It depends on skill. There's not like a secret move that allows you to beat them every time, because it's like the Cannon Rusher's skill versus the Zerg versus Cannon skill in execution. And everyone's heart rate is going to be higher in that kind of game.